Hello everyone, this is JSTV and welcome to the video. In this one, we will be looking at richest players in RuneScape. The richest people to ever play the game. They are all very wealthy players that deserve a place on this list. See, I can remember the days back in 2006 when if you had 10 mil, you were considered pretty wealthy. Well, things have changed quite a lot since then. Chessie018, the richest female in RuneScape history. So, there are females in RuneScape then. There are actually real girls who play the game. Well, some of them are surely men in real life and have fucking neck beards, but yeah, girls do play RuneScape, it is very true, and Chessie018 happens to be one of them. And for this video, we will actually be looking through some of the content on her channel with screenshots and videos of her bank, and we will be using that to work out her total net worth in today's prices. And fortunately for us, she was very willing to share updated images and videos of her bank. She would trade with people in game and show them her massive collections of rares, everything that she had that was valuable in the game. And bearing in mind this was 2007, it was extremely impressive to see the kind of collections that she managed to build up on her account. The wealth that she had back then is worth a hell of a lot more nowadays, and in this video we're going to work out exactly how much. So, as I already mentioned, she used to post a lot of videos here onto YouTube 15 years ago, way back in 2007, the early days of YouTube really, and also RuneScape in many ways. Of course it was still a popular game back then, but not the household name like it is today. Anyway, she posted videos like this one, showing off huge collections of rares. In this one, we can see 1042 Santa hats, which is just insane. Bearing in mind, less than 1% of the player base even had one Santa hat in their bank. We can also see here that she has 6 max cash stacks in the Grand Exchange, 2,147,000,000 each. Yeah, pretty crazy. If you had 10 mil or 20 mil in 07, you were considered pretty wealthy, but she took things to a whole different level. So now just quickly looking back at some of these screenshots I showed earlier on in the video, and it should already give you a pretty good idea of just how much she's going to be worth, but some of you may be very surprised to see how much these rares have risen in the last few years. Now if you remember, I said she was worth 170 billion back in 2007, and that's still a massive amount of money in today's RS3 economy. But with a massive recent increase in the price of rares, she is worth a hell of a lot more than that. So, using this list from the RuneScape wiki, which shows all of the items that Chessie owned at once, we're going to calculate how much she is worth in today's prices. So, let's add everything together. We got the Santas, the party hats, the Bandos armor, the God swords, the Barrows armor, the max cash stacks, and the Halloween masks. All of that added together equals 6.76 trillion GP. So, pretty crazy amount of money. And how much would this cost you on the black market? Well, the prices of RuneScape free gold have really plummeted in the last few years. It's only worth 7 cents USD per million GP, but with this amount, it's still going to cost you a hell of a lot of money. If you wanted to buy 6.76 trillion GP, it would cost you $473,200. And that's on the black market, so that's the cheaper one. If you wanted to buy it the legit way, through bonds, they are currently 45.4 million GP each, so you would actually need to buy a staggering 148,899 bonds for that much gold. They're currently $6.99 each, so times that by the number above, and you get $1,040,804. Yeah, I don't think anyone's doing that anytime soon. Sparc Mac, of course, somebody that you all know, and this is the richest player on old school RuneScape that we know of at the moment. The cool thing with Sparky is that he posted a nice long in-depth video looking through his entire bank. So we're going to take advantage of that here, and we're going to have a good look at what a 150 bill plus bank on osrs really looks like. Big collections of the best armor in the game, including 3rd Age, many spirit shields, which are worth a hell of a lot of money each, Elysians being nearly 1 billion now, of course the platinum tokens being a nice round 100 million stack, and as he moves through some other tabs here, we can see the collections of barrows, dragon items, bolts, and much more. Now of course, this is all very impressive to see. One of the most famous RuneScape YouTubers, and one of the biggest banks in the game. Now I'm just going to leave some music playing for a few seconds and leave Sparc Mac scrolling through his bank, and you can just enjoy. And then we'll come back and look at the number 1 spot on the list. Maltronix, and we will be looking at his bank, more so his collection of rares, which is absolutely huge, as you will see, and we will work out how much everything is worth in today's prices. So we begin with a screenshot from RuneScape Classic, and this is where Maltronix's addiction for collecting rares began. As you can see in this screenshot here, he already has all of the 6 different party hats. Of course, they were worth considerably less in RuneScape Classic than they are now, but they were still a very high value item. And now we move on over to the current game, RuneScape 3, and you can see just how much he has increased his collection of party hats. He has 49 blues, 51 purples, 72 reds, 108 greens, 106 yellows, and 37 white party hats. Also, down at the bottom there in this tab, he also has 34 Christmas crackers, currently the most expensive rare item in RuneScape 3. So, add all of that together, 49 blues, 51 purples, 72 reds, 108 greens, 106 yellows, 37 whites, 34 crackers, equals 31.3 trillion GP. So that is a pretty astounding number that most of us can't even comprehend. So now I'm going to work out how much this would be worth if you sold it on the black market. 6 cents per million GP, but either way it's still going to add up to a lot when you have 31.3 trill, and that amount is $1,878,000 US. Jesus Christ, man. But it's not like he would ever be able to actually sell that amount of gold without getting his account banned. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. Please leave a like down below if you did. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to catch that next video. Alright guys, take care and have a great day.